Are you struggling to find a printer that can handle heavy cardstock without jamming or ruining your projects? I know it's a common frustration, so in this video, I'm going to cover the best printers for printing on thick cardstock right now, so stay tuned. A few years ago, I did a video about the best printer for heavy cardstock paper after a search to find a printer that would fit my own crafting and business needs. I personally was looking for a printer that could print on the 110-pound cardstock paper that I purchased at Michael's. Maybe you can relate to this. But after much frustration, I realized that the heavy paper wouldn't feed through my standard printer. So I went on the hunt for a printer that would suit my needs. What I learned was that many standard inkjet printers don't have the capability of printing on very heavy cardstock paper. And the reason behind this is because most inkjet paper is anywhere from about 24 to 72 pounds. And so most printing companies create their printers for that standard paper weight. But not only has it been a while since my last video, but I've also gotten questions about different weights that people are interested in, which was not just 110-pound cardstock, but also 130-pound cardstock. So let's dive into some of the best options out there for different weights of heavy cardstock. Let's start with that 110-pound cardstock amount. If you have that Michael's paper like I did, then these printers are the ones you want to look into. First, let me tell you about the printer that I own and love. It's the Canon Pixma Pro 100. Full transparency, this printer has technically been discontinued by the manufacturer, but you can still get it used or through some retailers online, which I've linked below. And I'm going to tell you about the next generation of this printer in a bit, but just know that I have had this printer for over 7 years and it's still kicking. Knock on wood. It is amazing for 110-pound cardstock, and it prints small prints like invitations all the way up to 13 by 19 posters. I am known to pull out my photo paper on a Saturday and have all new photos around the house by the end of the day. And I absolutely love that I don't have to go anywhere to get huge, beautiful prints for my home. Next up in the 110-pound category is the HP Office Jet 3830. I feel like this is a good find because it prints and scans, and I really didn't think that was possible with a heavy cardstock printer. But according to the Amazon reviews, someone asked, does this printer work on printing cardstock? And the answer received was yes, it prints cardstock very well. I would say the lighter weight works better, but the heavy works also. So this might be a good one as well. Next up is the Epson SureColor P400. This is fantastic if you want vibrant, high quality prints. It's an inkjet that supports up to 300 GSM, and it's known for its color accuracy, making it ideal for professional grade prints. The next option is another Canon printer, the Canon Pixma IP8750. It says that you can print up to 300 GSM, which is that 110 cardstock paper that you can get at Michael's. This is another large printer that can print large prints, so that's a plus if that's important to you. The next option is the Canon Pixma IX6820. This is an affordable option that performs well with cardstock. It supports up to 300 GSM, which is pretty heavy cardstock, and that's perfect for most craft projects, invitations, and other creative needs. Okay, now moving on to the printers that can print up to 130 pounds. First up is the Epson XP 15000. This seems like a really interesting possibility to me because it's so small, very different than the other ones that I've listed here before. That alone would make me want to try it out. According to the specs, this printer prints 13 inches by 19, just like my Pixma Pro that I talked about earlier. It offers auto two-sided document printing, which is a huge plus. And according to one Amazon review, it says this printer does take very thick 140-pound cardstock. So I would say this is a good one to try. Next up is the Canon Pixma Pro 200. So this is the newer version of the Pro 100 that I own. It's a little more compact than the one that I have, which is a good thing because it's huge. Additionally, it looks like it has an updated digital screen, which is nice. It prints up to 13 by 39, which is pretty large. And when asked on Amazon, will this printer print on 130-pound cardstock? Someone answered, my guess is yes, based on the calculation and specification sheet. But it's worth saying that one of my viewers did confirm that they are using this printer to print on 130-pound cardstock. This is the printer that I am planning to use and purchase if my Pixma Pro 100 goes down the tubes, which Knock on wood, hopefully no time soon, but this will be the one that I go for. The last thing I'll say is that I realize that the heaviest cardstock printers are going to be a bit more pricey than your regular all-in-one printers. But think of the possibilities you're investing in. No more ordering Christmas cards from expensive shops. You can do that all on your own. No more printing your poster prints at Walgreens, right? You can do that yourself now. Choosing the right printer for cardstock makes all the difference. So hopefully this guide helps you make the best choice in your needs, whether you're a crafter, a business owner, or just love working with paper. If this video helped you out, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments, what type of cardstock projects do you print the most? I'll see you soon.